Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're watching from. Another day from Ireland. Beautiful day. So the sun is just setting. As you can see over there, the sun is just setting, 3:30 p.m. and the sun is just setting. So in the next 40 minutes to 1 hour, it will be total darkness. That is the beauty of Ireland. So, number one, I would like to thank you for the support that you're giving me for these videos, and because we are try to reach more people, try to educate people, try to tell people about Ireland as a country where people can, you can come for opportunities, you can come and work, you can come and study. They need people like highly skilled people, a lot of highly skilled people. If you have the skills, why not come over to Ireland? So the purpose of this video, today's video, is to talk about housing, because I just want to give you about the, all the nice things, and I don't tell you about, the difficulties that you'll go through when you move to Ireland. So, housing is the most difficult thing, getting a house in Ireland. So some of us, like I can say, sometimes I don't like using the word luck, but I just came in during the pandemic when everyone was moving out, during COVID, Europe was hard hit. So people were going back to their countries. People were leaving, they were terminating their contracts, their leases, and they were going out, leaving lots of houses. So I took advantage of that because I was just new. I didn't go back to Kenya. I was just new in Ireland at that time. I just started my job and looked for a house, and I got a very nice 2-bedroom apartment at a very good price, plus bills. I pay 1,750 euros. So if you convert with your current, with the current rate of your currency, you will know how much that is. So that is for this apartment, like one day I'll take you around the tour of this apartment, you'll see how it looks and is it really worth 1,750. And where I live, the second strategy that I did is that I made sure that I moved out of the city center. I can commute like 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers, and the bus takes like 50 minutes into the city center or 40 minutes into the city center, depending on the bus that you take. The train takes 26 minutes to the city center. Driving takes around 32 minutes without traffic into the city center and 40 minutes to work, where I work. So I was used to that commuting anyway while I was in Kenya. But a house like this one, the house that I live in, and I'll just give you a house tour one day, a 2-bedroom apartment like this one in Dublin in the city center will cost you as high as 2,500 euros or even up to 3,000 euros, depending on the location. But that is the average cost. So housing will be and that is minus bills, without bills. And remember, you'll not have ample parking, like the type of parking that we have, we normally have, we have a parking, we don't have an assigned parking slot, but there is no time that our parking has ever been full. And our parking has, I think, over spaces close to 60 cars or 80 cars. And they're only, in these apartments, I think they're less than 20, let's say, how many houses? Let's say less than 40 houses, and they are close to 80 parking slots. I think so, because I've never seen this parking slot full. So housing will take most of your money, like most of your salary. If you are just here alone, the good thing is that that is the beauty of being, being in a relationship. Like I'm here with my partner, so myself, I have a job, I have an income. My partner equally has an income. So if I say that my income will go towards paying bills and buying food and all that, I can still save a lot from that. And then if she saves, we can at least live a better life than if you are living life alone. So let me give you something. Where I came from a country where it is very uncommon for people to share houses, mostly because of distrust, and culturally houses and cars are used as a symbol of social status, but not for utilitarian purposes. Not for the purpose of, I need a house, a place to stay, a place to put a roof to be under, or I need a car to move from point A to B. It's about, you have that big house, you're a single person, but you have that 4-bedroom house, that bungalow or that maisonette, a big one. Then now you're the guy. That is a symbol of social status. So the bigger the house, the pompier the house, the beautiful the house, that shows now that you are an important person. Same with the cars. I don't think, when I was staying in the city of Nairobi, I don't think if I really needed like a 4x4 car, like a very a big Land Cruiser or very big machines to drive around. But in Kenya, the bigger the car, the higher your social status. So I was just driving a small car, for the purpose of moving from point A to B. So some of us carry that culture here. So housing, the same thing. So people come from abroad, from where we come from, with a culture that you need to have your own apartment or your entire 3-bedroom house or a house. Then a standalone house, 3-bedroom, can cost you as high as 3,000 euros, between 2,500 and 3,000 euros. So depending on the location, 4-bedroom can go even higher than that. So that will eat all your salary. And I believe you should not be paying more than a third of your income, or even a third of your income to go towards rent. So some of us have no choices because we have family, like we have children. But what do people do to mitigate this? There's a very big house sharing culture in Europe, and I know in the West, unlike back at home where people rarely share houses. Like, a house is your house. You rent your house alone. You don't share. There are even instances whereby if a landlord knows that you're sharing houses with a lot of people, the neighbors will complain, the landlord will terminate the lease. But here, there's a big sharing culture, and this is because of the housing crisis and how expensive the house is. So if it's a 3-bedroom house, for instance, the house has 3 bedrooms. So if the house costs 2,700 euros, so then you can 3 people can rent that house and divide the rent. 2,700 divided by 3, that is around 900. Then you'll split the bills. That is electricity and gas. Water is free. I have never paid a water bill. I've never gotten a water bill since I came in this country. Water is free. Then, so if you want to survive, that is, if you want to live actually a very affordable life, if you are here alone, the thing to go is 2 things: housemate or sharing a room. So housemate can be, for instance, if you have a friend, you are 3 of you, you know each other very well, you can team up and actually have an apartment, rent an apartment for 2,500 divided by 3. Or when you go to this website, the website will have an option of rent or share. If you are alone and you don't know any person, you can just go for the share option and rent a room within someone's house. So that's it. That's how housing is. And the best websites to use to search houses in Ireland is rent.ie and daft.ie. So when you're moving to Ireland, when you're taking up a new job, in this, Ireland has big companies, Amazon, Meta, Intel is here, TikTok is here in Ireland. When you're moving here to take that dream job from wherever you're coming from, give yourself an allowance, a very proper allowance of searching for a house, and be open to sharing houses, even if you don't come from a culture of sharing houses. Be very open with what the market will offer you, but be sure to start your search early. Start it as early as when your visa is approved. Don't use that house for the purpose of getting the visa and all that. So start very early and be very open. Be very open about distance. Don't just leave behind your job. Get the house that you get. That is the one that first, just to have a place that you call home when you come from work. Then later on, you can take your time and search for better housing. So that is it for today. And thank you very much for supporting me and for the continued support. Bye-bye. See you. Subscribe and share so that we reach out to more people, so that we can educate more people, so that more people can know about the opportunities in Ireland, so that more people can know about what is happening here, and more people can know that actually Ireland is a destination that you can also come and work and study and contribute to the society here. They need a lot of skilled people. They need a lot, and skills is both, for some of us who are having, masters and very high qualifications, and even to just skilled people like electricians and plumbers and, caregivers and such kind of people. So subscribe and share the video. And thank you very much for a lot of love that you have shown me. Thank you. Bye.